I'm so desperate to have sex with a female clown, I can't take it. More than anything, I just want a beautiful woman with clown costume, makeup, and a big red nose to have sweaty, passionate sex with. I want her to lay on my bed, take her big shoes off, and let me suck and lick her toes while jerking myself off, while she blows up condoms and makes them into balloon animals.
What?
Then I want to take off her clown pants.
This isn't finished.
And clown underwear, then start pulling several feet of coloured scarves out of her pussy. Once the scarves are out, I want to enter her. Then I didn't read through this properly.
Keep going.
It gets worse.
You started cooking now. You can't stop.
I think. Right, carry on. But like,
We might not use this.
I think we've got the message there.
Once the scarves are out, I want to enter her, then fuck her as she honks her big red nose into my, in time to my thrusts. I want her to do the clown laugh and spray me with a squirt gun flower as I come. I don't know why I have this fantasy, but I do, and it's killing me. I want clown pussy so bad it hurts.
That is so weird. First question.
Someone posted that.
Yeah, who the fuck posts that? Why would you write that?
Don't know.
That is just so weird. I've never thought of female clowns before though.
But you have now.
Yeah, how are you feeling now?
Yeah, now how do you feel about it?
Horny. That is just bonkers.
Yep.
Bet you weren't expecting that.
No.
But the thing is, it's not just the one. It'd be the one, and then the next one comes out, and the next one comes out.
Yeah.
There's 20 of them in the car.
The pimp is like a clown. He's got.
Because most people are obviously like scared of clowns, aren't they?
Can you imagine being? Can you remember back in 2016 when there's all these clowns just like appearing out of nowhere,
Yeah,
and then that one clown just appears outside that guy's house?
Yeah, he's like, yes.
The clown's like, no.
It was a joke.
I wonder if you would take a male clown if that's his only option.
Yeah, if he wants it that desperately.
Are you desperate and have a clown costume?
Yeah.
20 quid.
Would he take a male clown?
Yeah, what year did you say that clown thing was?
2016.
Was it?
Yeah.
8 years ago.
Same with dabbing and bowl flips.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Back when Logan Paul was not cancelled, but then not also wrestling. What a weird timeline we live in.
a party.
Was that 2016?
It was all around.
So in
2016, everything happened, and then it was like 2017, 18, 19. Nothing.
It was all like that.
You know, Trump was elected, and then that all kind of like all of that stuff was going on, and like everyone's getting cancelled for all this other stuff, and then it's like COVID.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mental.
clown sex.
So yeah.
It's the several feet of scars that gets me.
Yeah. That is. I wonder what happened to him as a child to have that fantasy.
Yeah.
What happened at his birthday party when he was 6?
Can it happen at my birthday party?
Yeah. Do you want a stripper? No. I want a clown.
Combine them.
Stripper clown.
I was say clown stripper, but
Would it be like a non-negotiable? It's like you have to keep the nose on.
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd have all this like makeup except from on your nose.
would a female clown have the afro rainbow wig, or would they have like different? What kind of hair would they have? I never really thought about it.
The wig.
Yeah, I reckon the wig.
Yeah.
But they each have their own names as well, don't they?
Like Coco.
Mm.
Would it be like the trousers be like the hula hoop held up with suspenders,
No.
or would that be a bit too revealing?
Well, you could get in with them.
We
Anyway.
stop talking about this.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
topic of today's discussion is The Walking Dead,
Yes.
and obviously
Nothing to do with clowns.
nothing to do with clowns. I just thought it'd be funny. So as we know, Walking Dead has its like up and down.
Mm.
How would you two have ended it?
Mm.
When would you have ended it, if at all? And like, how would you have done it?
Yeah.
Now I know that we've done minimal research on this. We've watched it. Samuel,
I
how
feel
would
like
you?
you should start. Yeah.
I'll
So this
start.
is- So a
Have you
spoiler
seen what his
alert.
paper looks like, by the way?
Oh god.
Oh, I changed my idea a couple of times.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would-
major spoiler warning.
spoiler warning for Walking Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, don't watch it if you
Or any
haven't seen it.
spin-offs or anything.
But yeah, I want to do an honourable mention because Bethan came up with an idea
Mm-hmm.
that I thought
Was it to do with her and the dog and how you're gonna
Yeah.
live?
Yeah.
No, she came up with an idea that
Did
I
Rick
thought was
Grimes
like,
come home and...
yeah. No, it was a good idea, but it was like a bit dark, and I was like, I can't use that. But so her idea was that Rick gets bit. Yeah,
I'm
I got bit.
I got bit.
Yeah.
And then he turns into a zombie, but what he realizes when he's a zombie is that you're still aware of everything going on in the back of your mind.
Like, still
And so
conscious.
he realizes all the people that he's killed, and like loved ones that have obviously turned into zombies.
So it's like he's just watching through the eyes of this zombie that's going around
Yeah.
and biting.
So he's just like a
He's a
passenger
spectator.
Yeah.
in his
And it's
body.
like locked in syndrome,
Mm.
but rather than being still.
Mm.
Still.
Yeah, and then so he's spectating himself as a zombie. So he realizes the people he's killed,
Yeah, they've always been there.
and they know that he killed them. That's messed
Damn.
up, isn't it?
Yeah, what the
That's
fuck?
crazy.
You need help.
Mm.
Anyway, my idea. So I was looking at like The Walking Dead. So I'm not thinking about Fear the Walking Dead and all the spin-offs and stuff. I'm just talking about The Walking Dead. And I quite liked like the first 4 seasons with like the farm and the governor. I'd like to keep that. I don't want the whole bit where Beth dies in the hospital.
Yeah, that's
Because-
such a.
I didn't like that whole bit
And it was for me.
because it was boring.
Yeah, it was
It's just-
boring.
you spent half a season getting to her, and then and then that's it, and you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
And then we get Noah,
yeah,
who dies like the next season anyway.
yeah,
But yeah, I think it was a bit boring, and also it was too emotional for me.
Oh really?
Daryl crying.
Oh right, I know.
When he carried
must be-
her out.
I must have been like a psycho then, because I was just thinking, that's annoying.
yeah. I was more. I really didn't like her character, so it's like she died. And I was more happy that she died.
Okay. No, when Daryl was carrying
Like-
her out of the hospital and the others were stood there and he
Maggie.
was crying and stuff, I was just like, oh man.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love the whole bit where it's like Rick's there and he ran the other policeman over and it's like being all badass.
Yeah. Yeah, but Rick's
I-
always a good part, isn't he?
Yeah, he made it for. If he wasn't there, it'd have been rubbish.
Yeah, but Rick's always like, this is a democracy, and then as soon as shit happens, he's like, this is not a democracy.
To be fair, that's
so
another,
sweaty.
another, another bit I was getting rid of is
Carl.
after Laurie, after she dies, and he goes all like fucked up and he's seeing things. I was getting rid of that because he annoyed me.
But in the comic books, that never goes away. He always has that.
Really?
And it's a major part of his character. Because then it's like he becomes somewhat unreliable. And
Alright.
so yeah.
I wouldn't want to.
And then in the comic books, it gets with Andrea.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I
Andrea
got
is
rid
like
of
the
her whole
Michonne.
character from the
But
start.
then the Michonne is her own character. And it's just, there's a lot, like Beth
Comics
read
are
the
very
comics.
different.
Yeah, Beth read the comics recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. Completely
I
different.
didn't know that.
And
Same,
Governor
but
looks
different.
Stupid, doesn't
Yeah.
he?
And Negan doesn't look like Negan.
No.
No, I don't think there's anyone that could play Negan as well as
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
him.
I don't know. Steve
seen-
Buscemi?
Have you seen Dan DeVito? Have you seen Jeffrey Dean Morgan's wife?
Yeah, yeah. Cause
Yeah,
that's
she was
when,
in that episode.
When what?
She was in an episode with him.
Really?
Yeah, you know the flashback one?
Oh, right.
That was his actual wife.
Because I saw pictures of them when like he was first in The Walking Dead, and they looked obviously younger. And then there's a
Mhm.
picture
No.
of them now when like they both got grey hair. She's
Yeah.
still hot.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
And he didn't have a singular butt cheek.
No ass.
Just straight back legs. He does not poo. Like there's nothing there.
It must hurt to sit down.
Yeah. Imagine he goes to see Santa. He sits on Santa's leg and Santa, what? Santa's just like, ah! She's so bony.
Okay.
I pictured just like back, and then the bottom of his back's just curved, and then his legs.
No butt.
Yeah, no butt at all. The anatomy of anyway.
Okay. Anyway. Right. Yeah. So, get rid of the Beth bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I would bring the Negan part sooner. So
Mhm.
straight after Governor. Yeah.
Well, I didn't
Oh,
mind
so
Terminus because
Yeah,
I liked
Terminus was good.
the whole Wild Rick bit where he's like, they're walking along the road and they're all walking in line, and it's like they're carrying the baby and whatever, and they're just walking down the road like, oh.
Fine. I'll keep.
So
Terminus.
there's
But I
that,
didn't like
that episode
the
when
first
they're in the
half.
barn, and it's like then when they first meet Aaron.
Yeah, and they're all wild and it's
Yeah.
sick.
And he's just
I-
like, he's like force feeding Aaron the baby food, like the applesauce. He's like, eat it.
I didn't like season 6
Hmm.
when they're first in Alexandria. What dumb name, by the way. And he's just there and he's like freshly shaven. And all he's doing is like going around and everyone's like, "I don't like Rick," and he's just
Yeah.
going around beating people up. I didn't like that. Right?
No, I thought that was
They
like-
should've-
I know. I
They
thought
should
it
have
was,
brought the Negan bit sooner.
I thought it was funny though because it's like him trying to adjust to being inside like this nice little
No, I
community
didn't
that
like that.
hasn't really had any sort of
Was
like.
that the season with Redrick when that stupid kid was like,
Mm.
"Hey, Mum."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that kid. With
Oh,
passion.
he was so annoying. The
It's
cooking
Sam?
kid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Carol was like, "If you say anything, you'll wake up one day outside these walls."
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. It's so because obviously you got that's like when like The Walking Dead would be like building up, and then like Glenn was underneath like, all those walkers, and you think, oh my god, is
And then
he
was
dead?
gone for episodes.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like episode, and then it's like then the next episode is all about Morgan and how he met this guy who knew this certain martial art, and then it's like,
Oh yeah,
To
yeah.
be fair,
those
I
And then-
did like Morgan's arc. I liked watching Morgan.
what? No.
Of course I did. I used to walk around with a fucking stick.
Oh yeah.
He's the most boring character. And then obviously in Fear the Walking Dead, it's like 3 really good seasons, in my opinion. 3 really good seasons, and then is it season 3 and then 4? Morgan joins, didn't he? Or is it-
Season 4 is like half of it's in black and white, half it's not, 'cause it's all flashbacks.
Hmm.
And then Nick dies, and they kill the best bit of the show. And then season like 5 is when Morgan joins, and I stopped watching.
Because he's too righteous, and it's just like, oh, just kill
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, but yeah, it's so funny
And
because
then he
when
gets rid of his stick and gets just like a fucking medieval axe.
yeah
What is that?
when Morgan's back at Alexandria and they're being attacked by the wolf people,
Mm.
and then he's like, we do not need to do this, and then Carol comes along, shoots him in the head, and is like, hey, you're gonna need these, and then runs off again. Made me laugh.
I
a lot.
did like Carol.
Yeah, she was meant to, you know, T-Dog.
Heard.
He
She
was
was
meant
meant
to have survived.
Carol was meant to die.
Carol was meant to die, but because T-Dog, the actual actor for T-Dog,
Hmm.
I don't know, Tyrannosaurus dog, he was a nightmare to work with on set and stuff like that. He'd always turn up late and whatever.
Really?
So then they killed him off instead of Carol.
Wow.
Yep.
How can you be like that? You get into The Walking Dead and then you just turn up late.
Don't know.
I suppose he
Yeah.
was there on the first. He died in season 3, right?
Yeah, in
So
the prison.
He was in like sort of the worst, not worst seasons, but like the slower ones
Hey?
when they wouldn't have
The
been as
first
big.
4 seasons were really good.
Season 1, episode 1, amazing.
Oh yeah.
I remember when it first came out, we watched it, didn't we?
Mm.
And then we
2010.
never really carried it on.
I was 3.
Why didn't you watch it now?
I remember watching season 5 with you guys. You know, there's that whole bit where they're meeting up outside Alexandria at that little meeting spot, and they're like hiding guns and whatever, and then a walker comes along, and Carol goes to kill it, and she like peels its back skin off.
Yeah.
I remember watching that with you guys.
Nasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. Yeah. What was the point? What was the?
Yeah, how would you have ended it or whatever?
I'm
Yeah.
getting
What,
there.
no.
I'm
Yeah.
getting
Where
there.
were
I'm
we?
setting the
I
scene.
sort of lost track.
So I wanted to bring Negan sooner.
Yeah.
And then I want to get to the bit when Rick and Negan do that fight and he slits his throat.
Mm.
And I want Negan to actually die. Right?
Yeah, that's
So
what
Negan's-
Beth said. That she's like,
Fair
because
enough.
all this build up, all these people have died, and like to get this far, and it's like Carl's like, I had a dream that you guys just get along together, and then I got bit and died.
Yeah.
It's just like, so could
Do
you,
you know,
get
Do you
along?
know why he died? Because he turned 18. They didn't want to pay him more, so they killed him off.
No, because is that true? I don't think that's true.
Saw a bunch
I
of
saw
stuff
no,
like that.
I saw it was Andrew Lincoln was going to leave, So they needed a reason to keep one of their most popular characters actually in the show, which is Negan. Because obviously, if Rick's going to leave, then it's like they needed a reason to keep Negan alive. So then there was like, okay, Carl would then have to die in order for
But
Rick
in the
to
comics, Carl becomes like the new Rick. He grows up, and
be.
so I don't know why they didn't just go with that.
Because Carl had weird hair.
Yeah, but in the comics, he like.
Yeah, but Negan was such a like everyone loved his character, like the actor and stuff, didn't they? Whereas Carl, everyone was a bit like.
I was a bit like, but Beth was like, oh, she'd be quite like upset with like the whole story and stuff like that. She'd be like, Carl died, and I'm just like,
I didn't mind it.
Good.
I didn't mind his character. I thought it was like I liked it when it's like he's in the back of that truck and he's like just went to kill Negan. I didn't like it when he became sort of same as Morgan did, where it's like don't kill. So just kill him.
Yeah. Okay. So
and then he's like, oh, you're seeing my eye hole.
my eye hole.
These are my eye holes.
So I want Negan to actually die in that moment because I think he was such a cool character.
Just to leave
he
him
deserves that death as well. It's like obviously you're not going to beat Rick, so just die.
Yeah.
Then I don't want Rick and Michonne to get together.
Why not?
No, I don't vibe with it.
I think he should have stayed with who's the woman in Alexandria that he was getting with.
Oh, I didn't.
That
like
blonde
her.
lady.
Yeah.
That had the kid that was a dick.
And then he was like, because he was like imagining his life with her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like just getting bit and stuff. And like the kid was like just holding on, and he just had to chop her hand off, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like her.
No?
But no, Michonne is such a badass character, and she was like a lone ranger for a while. She just is. She's like Daryl. Like Daryl would never end up with someone. So why would I think Michonne's in that category with like. Why does she get with Rick? I don't get it.
So yeah, I can have a kid that's really bad at acting.
Are you the brave man? Can you picture Andrew Lincoln in that? Like, fuck's sake.
Yeah. Is it? Have you watched the spin-off, The Ones Who Live?
No.
Have you seen that clip though?
Have you watched it now?
I've seen that clip.
Yeah. Well, me and Beth watched it. It was like a really good series, and then you see, you're the brave man. It looks like a little NPC from the Spider-Man 2 game on the PlayStation.
Are you the brave man?
Is it just awful acting?
Yeah. Oh, it's
Even like because they introduced him right after like Rick left and whatever.
Rick Jr.
Yeah, it's Rick Jr. But then Judith is such a badass story. Like she's doing all this stuff and like being really like.
And then they just sidelined her for.
No.
Jr.
It's like and Rick Jr. is just there. He's just there. He didn't do anything. What does he do? Nothing.
He Rick Jr.
There's no point in him.
And also, it's like all of the other cast members, even like they picked Judith, like the actress for Judith, was really good. At no point were you like, oh, I'm watching a TV show. And then as soon as Rick Jr. comes along, yeah, okay, I'm watching a TV show.
Yeah. Do you know another thing that had really bad kid acting in it? For Love and Thunder.
Oh, that was his daughter.
No.
No.
You know all the kids.
My name's Axel.
Oh,
yeah. Oh my god, that was so bad.
Yeah.
That was so bad.
Yeah. And
No. Wait, is he Axel or Astrid? I can't remember which one he wanted
Axel.
to be.
I think he wanted to be called Axel, but
Yeah,
his name was Astrid or something.
Yeah.
In
I like how they just introduced him for convenience
Yeah.
to the plot.
Mm.
Heimdall's dead. We need another one.
Yeah.
He had a son.
Yeah. What was it? Whatever. Black Adam, the kid that was in that.
Oh, so annoying. We watched in cinema and we were complaining the whole time.
Oh, that was bad. Where are you getting these kid actors from?
I really liked Black Adam. I know people didn't. I liked it.
I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a once-off. It's just a cool film.
Yeah. And then especially when Superman turned up at the end, you're like, and then they go, yeah, we're getting rid of all of that.
Yeah. That it's like we're rebooting it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was so funny. Is look at the Rock and his these bits are just bulging out of his suit.
Like a little man within him.
I've seen that. Have you seen that?
No.
It's like if you ever look at any bodybuilder, what are these bits called?
Traps.
Like those bits. They're so big on some bodybuilders. It looks like there's a skinny guy like this popping out of
It's like a
the
body
shoulders
out of like a muscle man
bodybuilder.
suit or something.
You'll see it
thought
next
about
time
it.
you look at a bodybuilder. You'll see
Look
it.
at me right now. Can you see it?
Well, you're the skinny man.
Yeah, I left my suit at home.
That's what I said, what's the bodybuilder? Okay, yeah. So, yeah, Rick and Michonne don't get together.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously
Who would
rebuild.
he get with?
Nobody.
It'd be cool as a Lone Ranger. I think.
Yeah, rebuild Alexandria. Obviously, you have to
Change the name.
and stuff. Change the name to something cooler.
Like
Woodbury.
Badass Andrea.
What?
I don't know. Badassy.
Then this is how I would end it. Okay, so all is well, and Rick doesn't
When
leave.
is this? When is what season are we in? When are you?
So just after Negan, he slit Negan's
Mhm.
throat. They rebuild Alexandria, and it's at that point. I can't remember when that was.
Mhm.
So Rick,
Oh, so it cuts to like 5 years in the future when he buzzes his hair.
So
and whatever.
so Carl's dead in this.
I don't give a fuck about Carl.
So is it the point where they're rebuilding that bridge just before he like blows up?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So Rick doesn't get blown up. He stays. Okay. They do the time jump. Or was that after the time jump? When was the time jump?
Time jumps from when
so
he
he slit Negan's
got
throat,
blown up
and
on
then
the
there was
bridge.
a 5-year time jump, and then
So Judith was now grown up,
yeah.
Mm.
and then Rick goes, and then there wasn't another time jump.
No,
was
no,
there?
no, no. It was
Okay.
No.
Judith's a baby.
Yeah.
Then he slits Negan's throat. 5-year time jump.
Hmm.
They're building a bridge and whatever. She's like
What?
7.
There's no. Wrong.
Shh.
Wrong.
No.
I rewatched it
let me
recently.
Let me finish.
And then I'll correct you.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. So slits the throat.
Mhm.
Then cuts 5 years in the future, building a bridge. He's buzzed his hair and whatever. He's all grey. Then he blows it up. He's gone. Then they do another time jump,
Yeah.
and then she's at the age where they have that other actress.
Yeah.
The
I
good
thought
actress.
I thought they had another time jump after.
Yeah. There's 2 time jumps around Rick leaving.
Right. Tell us then, Mr.
But no.
I watched it
Seeing
recently.
as you watched it recently, you should come along and correct us.
So, it's Negan gets his throat slashed.
Mm.
Then they take him prisoner, and they are rebuilding the bridge so they can join Oceanside up with Hilltop and all that stuff.
Mm.
And then they have to redirect all the walkers and stuff. And it's just like, oh shit. So then Rick blows himself up. Then there's a time jump of 6 years. Because at this point,
There was a time jump. It was a mini time jump between Rick slitting Negan's throat and the Walker Bridge bit.
wrong.
Anyway,
Google it.
no,
I'll Google
no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
No. Google it after. So, either way, I don't want Rick to go,
Yeah.
and that same time jump to happen so that Judith is the new actress. Okay, so we're at that point, and get off your phone.
I'm not on it.
So yeah, no, do it after.
That's why you need a BlackBerry. You can actually type. So you that's how you'd end it then, happily ever after.
No, I'm trying to get to it, but Noah's put me off because he's on his phone.
Type in under the table.
I spelled all of it right as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, I've got to know.
But because we were confused with the whole timelines and stuff, because we were trying to figure out when Fear the Walking Dead also happened alongside actual Walking Dead, and then when the spin-off series all happened and stuff.
Sorry, we're just waiting for Noah to Google.
I'm
'cause
sorry.
he's still doing it.
I'm
anyway.
not actually sorry.
He's playing Angry Birds.
Keep talking.
No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you so I can tell you.
But I
what
want to
I'm doing.
interrupt with like, actually, he's wrong. we know we're right.
Anyway,
Because you remember too.
okay, so the time jump happens. Rick doesn't leave. Judith's the new actress, and then obviously they're rebuilding Alexandria and whatever. Negan's dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm still listening.
And then Rick decides to take Judith out on a routine mission, just to like teach her stuff. They can get some supplies, just like the two of them, you know, having a bit of fun. And there's a man that they bump into, and he's asking for help. And Rick's a bit like, you know what he's like. He's a bit cautious. He's got a little bit 3 questions, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And then the guy just like whips out a gun, shoots Judith in the chest.
What, dead?
So, hold on. So, Judith's been shot. Rick kills the guy, And then he's like, shit. So he's like, picks up Judith and runs back to Alexandria, and they're trying to like save her, but she dies. Okay.
Can I just? Jesus, in the series, says that there's about 1.5 to 2 year time jump between Rick slitting Negan's throat and the bridge bit.
Right.
And then there's another one after the bridge bit.
So it's not a 5-year time jump then.
Well, it's 5 years total.
You happy now?
It's not what after the bridge thing.
Like,
It's 6 years. That
I don't fucking know. There was 2 time jumps, so you're wrong. You're wrong. Admit it.
no.
Admit it.
Can I carry
You're
on?
wrong.
Can I
Go,
carry on?
go on, go on.
So, yeah, they took her back to Alexandria. They couldn't save her, and she died. She was shot in the chest. Okay. So Rick sits beside her. He's all like upset and stuff, and he's got a knife in his hand, and he's waiting for her to turn, so that he can stab her in the head.
But she's immune.
And he waits, and she doesn't turn. Okay.
So she's just dead.
So you know, like everyone's infected.
Mm.
When they die, they turn unless they were shot in the head. Turns out she was never infected in the first place. She never had that infection. Why? I'll tell you why.
Oh, great.
Because she was born after Laurie died. Or
Do-
something
if
like
you-
that.
What?
This is getting into territory of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
No. Turns out the disease, the infection, was in the water supply. So she was born after the outbreak. She never drank the water from the water system. They only drank like
But do you know
probably water they
who
collected.
else was born after?
RJ.
Rick Jr.
And
I
so
like water.
what they figure
I
out,
didn't drink that.
what they figure out is everyone that was born after the outbreak isn't infected. And so Rick has a son called RJ, but wasn't with Michonne. And he basically spends the rest of the season teaching him how to like rebuild the world after everyone that was born before the outbreak dies, and then that's it then. And then all RJ has to do is kill all the zombies, and then the
Single-handedly.
infection's gone.
But surely they'd get the water systems back up and running and just get infected again.
well, no, because they
Like, the
figured
infection
that out.
It would have come from somewhere.
Yeah, but
Like, it's in the water, but it would have started
they know
somewhere.
that they're not infected. They might still live the same life, but it gives a reason for the
So
infection.
that's your ending.
That's
that's
my
it.
ending.
It's not very satisfying.
Not satisfying.
No, I don't really like it. Why did Judith have to die?
Because it's like impactful.
But why couldn't you have killed off Rick Jr. and have Judith rebuild it?
Yeah, but Rick Jr.'s like 2 at that point.
Oh, yeah.
He can't take
Could
Rick
have just
Jr. out
snuck
on
a
a.
little time jump in there.
Okay, yeah, maybe a time jump, and then Rick Jr. dies, and then Judith's like 15 or 20,
Yeah.
and then she rebuilds the world or their community or whatever. But yeah, that's my ending, definitive ending, and that's how it should have gone, I think.
Right.
Okay.
I think it should be that essentially Rick saves everyone and then he dies in doing so, and then that's it. That series of The Walking Dead is done. Like, and then it's like you can have other series based in the Walking Dead universe, but like that main series was following Rick
With those characters.
So it's like you can just do another series set in the same universe,
Like
Fear the Walking Dead, and it's like as soon as you finish that story arc, it's like cool, it's done. And like The Whisperers was a good storyline, but you didn't have to use the original cast or whatever, like the original Walking Dead people. You could have just done other people following, like, and then their mishaps with the Whisperers and stuff.
Yeah.
Or they could have done it with Rick. Just not killed him off yet.
But he wanted to leave. But yeah.
What if they bumped into the Governor, Negan, the Whisperers, the Wolves, in the same season, all at the same time?
It'd be
It's
like
almost
on
one after the other,
it'd be
innit?
like Anchorman when all of the they would come out at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so you don't like my idea.
No, I think your
Not
idea is
really.
really boring. No offense, but it's
Very
really boring.
mundane.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna kill off Judith for impact. It's like, no, you're doing that to make people go, oh no, but because the rest of it was really boring. Then we rebuild, stronger, bigger, better, with RJ. No, I think it's just like, I think Rick's story should have a nice end. He saves everyone, sacrifices himself,
So,
and
do you
then
want to just go into your idea? Seeing a lot of blank pages.
I didn't write it down.
So your idea is
So,
he has to sacrifice himself to save everyone, and then they can live on in
Mm.
his, and he's dead.
Almost like he should have like either sacrificed himself like he did on the bridge, but he actually dies,
Mm.
or he like gets super injured when fighting Negan, so that like, basically both leaders from both parties die,
Mm.
and then they rebuild. Like the rest of them all just rebuild and go off on their own separate ways.
and then he wakes up. It was all a dream while he was in the coma.
Yeah.
No. Is that it for you on then?
Yeah, there's certain things that I would have changed about the series as well. I don't think they should killed off Shane.
Oh, I like
No,
Shane.
Shane was good.
So I think you could have had like a good redemption
They're in the
arc.
woods.
Either that, or he could have become an enemy, like made his own gang, and then
Yeah, because he could have just like they could have just exiled him,
yeah,
and then he could have resurfaced later on.
Mm.
But yeah,
because he was like obviously a really good actor as well.
Mm.
I'm better father than you, Rick. Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking about it.
Because in many ways he was right, wasn't
Yeah. He was just like Beth was
He
saying
was
that
ahead of the game.
like
he? Yeah,
he adapted super quickly to that world.
yeah.
A bit like and then that was the name from Fear the Walking Dead, the mum.
And
Forgettable.
she looks like Andrea, doesn't she?
Mm. I keep wanting to call it Andrew, but yeah,
She looks. Do you know what she looks like? She looks like Madeline Stillwell from The Boys.
yeah.
She's got the mouth.
Mm.
What?
The mouth,
They
yeah.
have the same mouth.
Yeah, I think keep Shane alive.
Mm.
I think Merle had a good ending, you know.
Yeah.
I forgot about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
I like that Andrea died. Could have
Mm.
happened sooner. After, when the farm was going
Did you
down,
know
could have
the
killed her. Didn't need her.
actress for Andrea played in The Boys as what's her name? You know, Soldier Boy's girlfriend. That's Andrea.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
How would you end it then, though?
Well, I mean, I'd change a few things along the way. So,
Mm.
like you guys, I'd have keep Shane alive for a bit longer. I'd kill Andrea off way earlier. Because I was just so annoying
Rick
with
turns up, hugs Carl, hugs Laurie, shoots Andrea.
her. No, but like, it's season 1 when her sister dies. Kill her too. Like,
She kills
Honestly.
herself because she can't cope.
yeah, or like her sister bites her and she's just like, oh, well,
Mm.
you know.
Mm.
Oh no. I'd have kept Dale alive for a bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like pretty wise, wasn't he? He didn't really do
He's
a
kind
lot.
of annoying though.
He was annoying, but it's like he was right about Shane and whatever, and then he just got eaten by like it wasn't. I keep thinking he gets eaten by a cow. He doesn't. He gets eaten by the walker that was eating the cow, doesn't he?
Mm.
But yeah, like I don't know. I would have kept him alive longer. Yeah, Andrea would have died so much earlier.
You said that about
I
4
know,
times.
I know, but it's so annoying, man.
She's in the same like category of characters as Skylar. Like, where
Yeah.
people just like
Who's
hate.
Skylar?
But it's
It's
Well-
Walter White's wife.
it's just because I guess it's good acting, but
Mm.
it's like Joffrey in Game of Thrones.
Oh,
Yeah.
hate him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like you
Who's-
hate them because they're just good at their job.
What
but-
actor is it? The guy that plays Kristen Cole on House of the Dragon. He's getting a lot of hate
Yeah.
for his character.
It's just a compliment, really. He's
Yeah,
good at
but it's
acting.
like, why do people think it's the actor that's doing all this terrible stuff?
I know. It's stupid, isn't it? They can't distinguish between the actor and the
Mm.
character.
Yeah. I liked the whole governor bit. I liked how he had his daughter just as a walker in a cage or something. So yeah, I'd have kept all that the same. I like the way that season 4 ended with like Rick like barely alive.
Yeah.
And I like the whole Terminus bit as well, like where they all meet up. But then I didn't like the hospital bit.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like the whole Daryl going like with Beth. She should have died at some point. I don't really care when she died because she was irrelevant. Let's be honest, they killed her anyway. So it should have been that he was just on his own, and he's like, well, back to being on my own, I guess.
It's meant to be for like character development,
Yeah,
but he doesn't really do too much development.
No.
He's just the same.
yeah, he stays the same as in.
How freaky was that episode? I think it's in like season 10 or 11 where they're in that. Who was it? I can't remember her name.
Shane.
No, they're in that haunted house sort of thing, and there's this weird like cannibal people.
That's Michonne. She's in that house with
they
the.
like crawl around.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's a deaf woman. Because she's like banging on the wall and be like, and she can't communicate that there's someone there because she didn't know how to speak.
It's just mute, isn't she?
Hmm.
No, I could have sworn there was a whole bit where Michonne was trapped on an island with a bloke.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that was later, wasn't it?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a creepy episode.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Come on, how would you end then? Stop
So,
stalling.
yeah, I'd bring all like they'd do Terminus, and then they're doing all the badass walk, and then they get to Alexandria and the Negan stuff, just get on with it, you know. That happens straight away, and then it'd be end of whenever that is. I don't know how many seasons I've cut out, like one, like half one. I don't know. Get to the end of that, he sits Negan's throat. Negan would die, like same as the only one, and then it'd be like. He wouldn't be like, this is a democracy or whatever, because it's never gonna work, does it? Like you said, he always just takes control anyway. So he would become like a proper leader. He'd be like, all right, I got to step up now that I've taken Negan.
Then he's got to step up to the street, and then step up 3D.
Oh, right.
But I would have kept Carl alive, but purely for the same.
So
as
we
they
can
were
kill
in
him
the
again.
No, the same as they did in the comics. So it would be like it would do a time skip and like.
It'd be a different actor.
It would be different actor. They're a lot older. They're like Rick's age, and Rick is like he's old. He's like the new Herschel sort of thing, where he's like he can't fight anymore. He's too old. He's maybe lost a leg or something. He lost an arm, didn't he? So it's like he's done with all that. He sort of can't do it
Wait,
anymore.
what?
Why haven't you watched it, man?
It happens like very quickly into the
Yeah.
first episode.
Can I just spoil it for you?
No, don't spoil the rest
Then
of.
you should have watched it before we started making this.
You can't spoil the rest of the new Rick series. I haven't seen it.
It's been out for a
It's
while
been
now.
out for
Yeah, but you can't
ages.
spoil it now.
Oh, but I just did.
Hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, he's like no fighting condition. So then Carl has to like he's the new leader. He's a different actor. He's older. But
Played by Chris Pratt.
yeah. No, Danny DeVito. Could you imagine?
What was that? What's that? Yeah, but not that.
yeah. Not that though. Yeah, so it'd be like old Carl, and he marries. Pretty sure in the comics he marries Sophia, the girl that went missing.
Really?
Right at the start. Yeah, and then it's just like he's the new Rick, and that's hard. That it'd be like
Fair enough.
they live on, but it's like all the sort of old people get old and die, or old and useless, or whatever. And there's a new generation of like either the people that are young and now the older age, or there's just new characters. And I'd have it like that, and it ends that it doesn't keep going, but it's like a time skip at the end where it just shows a montage of like how things are going. But it's like
So they grow old and die.
well yeah.
Fair enough.
No, you're right. They should shoot someone and then be like, they're immune. Let's rebuild. Like what? So stupid. It's dumb. Yeah. You've done yours, haven't you?
Yep.
Alright.
Cool.
Should we vote?
I'm down to vote.
Yeah.
I don't want to go first though, because I want first.
What was yours
Yeah, I haven't.
Basically, just after Rick blows up the bridge.
Oh, he
just end it.
sacrifices himself.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for Noah's. I think Noah's is cooler.
I'm gonna vote for those as well.
No,
Oh, okay.
I was going to vote for yours.
Nice.
I like the idea of him sacrificing himself and actually dying. Because it's like, it was cool to see him getting taken away in the helicopter. Obviously, the spin-off show was amazing.
Mm.
But like, if they didn't do it and I didn't know it existed, I wouldn't have been sad. It's a good ending.
The thing is, it's like he spent more time away
Yeah.
than he did actually there.
And it's a misconception because obviously there's like 10 seasons, but like he spent, what was
The
it,
time
like
jump.
7 years with,
The CRM.
yeah, and he spent, what, 2 or 3 with the main group?
Yeah.
Right. It's crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, goodbye.
Yeah.